Alright. Welcome on in, guys. Welcome on in to yet another TapDaddyBeats stream. We're going to be making some beats today. Just making music in Ableton Live. Let me get all situated here. Here we go. Now I can really address you guys. But yeah, welcome on in, guys. Welcome on in. We are listening to Not All Heroes Wear Capes, little bossa nova banger off of my new album, The Low-Key Plan. Hey, what's up, Odyssean? How you doing, man? It's always good to see you, dude. How's your morning going, dude? God, I need to make more like bossa nova stuff. This is just golden. This is good morning vibes, you know? But yes, the goal for today is we're just going to be making music kind of with the intention of ideally maybe getting a single, you know? If we stumble on some gold today, that's kind of what we're hoping for, you know? Cause yeah, I just dropped brand new album in case you've been living under a rock. The Low-Key Plan just came out. New album. So excited. So excited to be sharing this with you guys. There's a little link to the album, by the way. But yeah, basically, despite having just dropped a full album, we're still singles hunting, you know? We're not slowing down on the music making. That's just kind of how we do, you know? I got quite a pipeline, honestly, when it comes to my music creation. I like to keep a rich backlog of just bangers, you know? And that way, whenever I'm choosing music to release, I am choosing the cream of the crop, and I have a lot of music to choose from, right? So, but yeah, I see Odyssean says, we're cruising. My dog ran away this morning. Oh no! So he made me chase him for about an hour. Oh my god! Dude! Oh man, there's nothing more stressful than trying to chase down a dog that ran away. Oh man, well I hope your morning gets better. I hope you are chilling safely with your dog, just hanging out. I hope the both of you are having a good good Saturday morning. Jesus, man. Anyways, wow. Yeah, Low-Key Plan out now. Make sure you got your dogs in a row. And let's dive into Ableton Live. Let's just dive into it. Yeah. I don't really know exactly what kind of beat I want to make, but again, I think today we're singles hunting. So let's just get started with something. And you know, I feel like best case scenario, we hit something that is like really immaculate that we're excited to release on Spotify. Worst case scenario, I make a banger rap beat and we, you know, put it up on BeatStars for the rappers, you know? So I feel like in either way, we're can't go wrong here, you know? Can't go wrong making music. We're just going to be diving into it. So guys, we got a blank Ableton Live project here. Let's dive into it and let's see what we got cooking. We're going to start with some drums. So let's bring this over here. Yeah, Odyssean says that little guy would not stop. Congrats on your album. Oh, thank you, man. I'm glad you got your dog. I'm glad you caught up with him. Oh, man. All right. Let's start choosing drum kits here. I like the sound of these hi-hats. This kind of kick, I just have a hunch is going to crunch really nicely. Oh, should we do like something kind of like double time maybe? I'm thinking maybe like a double time sort of like Dilla swing. So let's just etch it out roughly at the BPM that we might want it. Or not really at the BPM. Let's just get something on the board and then we'll change the BPM. We'll probably quantize the hi-hats, set up a nice shuffle, and then start laying down our kicks, snares, and intermediary snare play. So, yeah. Maybe I should just go with like straight eighth notes at first, and then we'll add in that second guy. Okay, well, something like that. And you see, I kind of am intentionally going a little heavier on the velocity on the first note. And I'm thinking we are going to go ahead and quantize. We're just going to take all of these guys, right-click, quantize. I know, I'm breaking the law. Quantizing my hi-hats. Well, these are about to sound very unquantized in a minute. Let's kind of do these like every other. We kind of step down a little bit. See, if you start by really like putting attention to detail into your velocities, you know, it's like you're setting yourself up pretty nicely. Okay, now, and let's see. Oh, this is like 3. Let's make it 2. There we go. Cool. And now we can start dressing in our secondary hi-hat. So I think these I'm going to kind of do by hand. We're going to just slap that guy down. Let's put him like way down here. Yeah. And these are all going to be sitting nearly on the floor. So, and we're just going to be pasting these down on the grid. But we're going to give it that swing. We're going to give it that swing. So yeah, right now it's all straight notes, right? We're just going to highlight all of these guys and bring us back ever so slightly. Maybe a little bit more forward. Kind of going for that double time like Dilla swing. Yeah, okay. So now we got something really good. Let's give ourselves a little bit of runway here. And give ourselves like 8 bars. And we can start kind of playing around with our kicks and snares. Let's just see how this goes. Let's enable that loop. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's capture that. Yeah, and you see some of these extra like snare hits just didn't quite hit as hard. So we're gonna just make sure that all of those snare hits are like up there. Where did my velocities go? I always do this where I set down a menu and I go, how can I bring that back up? Let's see. I think it's like somewhere over here. Pitch and time. Nope. Gosh. Envelopes. Let's track panning. Track volume. No, this is the track. Okay. Then back to notes. Good God. Where? How the hell? Like, I'm trying to get the velocities, right? Velocity. Time, pitch. What am I doing in these guys now? Well, I'm always like, oh, dude. I'm always doing this to myself where you would think after using Ableton Live for like 14 years, I would know how to pull back up my velocities here. Let's see. Lane selector. Select which expression lane to show or hide. Yes. Give me my velocities. You know, I probably have a, more foolproof way of getting around this. For being such a dumbass, I can just throw another one of these down. We copy, paste this down here, and then let's see. Nope. Oh, man. Yeah, DCN's like, it's the simple things you forget because of the complex stuff you need to know. Exactly, man. I'm always doing this to myself. Yeah, if any of you guys know how to pull back up the velocities here, I'm just being a dumbass this morning. Let me Google it. Ableton Live 12, how to bring up velocity. How to show velocity in Ableton 12. Oh gosh. By clicking on a note and dragging. Where can I do this? Oh boy. I feel like such an idiot for just like dragging that down, and I'm like, I'm so lost right now as to like how to get my velocities back. Odyssean says you're gonna hate the answer. Do you know? Is it simple? Okay. MIDI note editor. Let's see if there's. You see, there is this helpful info view on the left that helps us like kind of figure out what stuff needs to do. View clip width, view no range. See, none of this though is like bringing up velocity. Oh man. So generate menu. We have this transform menu. We have pitch and time. We have launch. None of these I don't think is going to bring back that menu. Yeah, you see, so if I drag down there, it's just going to bring up that menu. Which is cool. I mean, I like how, more, how flexible this is that I can have my mixer window and my MIDI editor, my piano roll in the same window. I love how flexible they've made these, but at the same time, I'm like kind of shooting myself in the foot here because I can't figure out how to bring up the velocity menu. Yeah, Odyssean says no. It's just whenever I Google it, it's always something that makes me shake my head and say, duh. I know, right? That's like story of my life, man. So let's see. Really riveting stuff here, guys. Trying to figure out how to get this velocity menu up. I better be careful dragging stuff everywhere, else I'm gonna start making other things disappear. Oh, here we go. Okay, yes. So it was right next to, I kept like bringing down the lane selector. It was right next to it, show/hide all editor lanes, just so that you guys know. So basically what I did here, if you guys are just tuning in, like, what the hell is Tap doing? I was like trying to edit velocities here, and I accidentally dragged it down there, and I was like, how the hell do I bring it back? It's this little button in the bottom left-hand corner, show/hide all editor lanes. I'm an idiot. Okay, well, now that we got that going, let's actually do what we were trying to do before, which is we're just highlighting all of these snare hits and trying to make sure they all hit. Yeah, and some of these kind of have slight timing issues. Ooh, yeah, and I want to make that tight kind of with the snare with the hi-hat behind it. Maybe we do want that a little bit further back. See, it's okay to be like pretty particular about, the very, very like down on a micro scale of these drums. I think it's like if you're willing to be a little tedious in the beginning to really make sure that you have something that's solid and feels nice, you're gonna be able to move forward a lot better. Cool, and I like how that little interaction goes, but let's make this a little bit tighter. That was weird. Yeah, we need to get rid of that extra bounce in there. All right. Now, let's start playing with the BPM. We're at 162.5. That's gross. Let's try beefing it up. Let's say it's 180. See, and some of these still are feeling a little bit awkward, like this guy. Might scoot this forward a little bit. Okay, getting places. This is feeling pretty good. All right, let's start messing around with some sampled chops. Let's see what we got to chop today. All right, really just kind of going for some chords first of all. I'm hoping to find some colorful kind of jazz chords. Maybe if we find some nice Rhodes, that could be cool. And I think that'll give us a better idea of how we want to process these drums as well as once we get our, our samples selected. Oh. That's pretty cool. I'm already thinking, hearing all these like really soft sort of piano licks, we want to kind of dumb this down a little bit. You know, and by dumb it down, I just mean like make it a little bit more low key, right? So I'm gonna pull out an EQ first of all. Let's just cut these highs. We might even kind of set this down a little bit, but I do kind of want to punch it a little bit. Let's get some decapitator on there. I like the slight crunch on this kick, man. Ooh, that's sounding good. Okay. Sounding cool. Oh, this feels very wholesome. This feels like kind of Nujabes-esque. Oh, that's kind of beautiful. Like, you know, this feels very like modal soul kind of. Do we dare do it? I was initially thinking, you know, for this double time kind of feel, I was thinking of like maybe some Rhodes that we could really chop, or maybe some colorful jazz chords on piano that we could like kind of chop to bits. But hearing that together, I kind of want to like let this ride, but maybe we like pitch it down and kind of process it a little bit more warmly, you know? So like, let's bring this over here. See, in this, we need to warp it differently, but let's pitch it down now. And I'm kind of thinking we do like this could be kind of hook section, and this, we only allow this B side on the hook section, right? And then we have a verse section that's just these chords, and then we bring them back up into that. Okay, just doing like light arrangement. I'm kind of thinking in my mind where I might want to go with this, you know? But let's also play around with a little bit more processing on these, this piano. It sounds really good. Something that I've been really enjoying lately on piano is like a little bit of micro shift to like give it this ultra wide quality. Let's hear how that might sound, you know? Could be cool. All right. See, I think we're gonna want to try to stay away from that chorus feel, but if we so like no detune. Let's tighten the delay though. There we go. Them high notes send me somewhere. Cheers, Odyssean. Yeah, I feel you. Oh, we're making another new Jawbase type beat today. I hope you guys know. I do so many, but it's like, man, New Jawbase is an artist that I've like listened to for decades at this point. I can't deny like how much his discography has influenced me, you know. I feel like what we really need now is like a really soulful like saxophone lick. I am curious though, what did I have in Vox? Ooh, we could play with that first note, kind of chop it. Okay. Oh, actually, what if we pitch this up using like some little altar boy? I want to show you guys something cool. Let's get this sounding nice in here, and then we're gonna do some stuff with little altar boy to like get the formant up high, kind of make them some sort of like some chipmunk vocals. I'm kind of thinking, what if this comes in like right here? Let's. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Okay, I like where that's going. Let's get some altar boy and play with it a little bit, because there's actually a couple different directions we could go with this. We could go like, first of all, let's play with the formant up high a little bit more. Yeah, so what if instead of doing the pitch shifting in Ableton, because sometimes this feels a little bit better when done with altar boy. We'll do it like this. Or we could go like way down. Gosh, where? It's a little bit too buried down there, right? I think it definitely, the obvious choice is we're gonna put it up, like, up here. Give it a little bit of drive. This is so beautiful. And then maybe we start to do something similar, but we start to process it differently. So I'm thinking, like, let's give ourselves a different lane to do this in, right? And now let's see, is Little Altar Boy really good at pitch shifting, like automation wise? Because oh boy, basically what we want to do is try to get a smooth, like, bend. Ooh. Okay, so then let's automate the formant to go like this. Essentially, we're gonna okay, we're gonna start chopping this. Okay, maybe not these guys. It could just be that we have it's a little tough, you know. These guys are a little bit quieter. We might even just bring these guys up in volume, and we might even apply some compression to make this a little bit more intense. Okay. I'm just flying on this one today. Let's get some delay on here. Let's say automate this guy to turn on this last one. And I'm not sure if we want to do 2 or 4. We'll experiment with it, but I think we're gonna ping pong it. Yeah. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And we might actually keep this going over here and wait to bring them back around to our main hook, which will come in over here. Oops. Get your butt over there. There we go. Okay, cool. And then... Oh, dude, this is so good. I'm thinking that we're gonna pull out like a guitar. Do we want bass is a big question, right? I've been liking, so like, here's, I guess, argument against bass, right? Is if we choose to go without a bass in this, the mix, how it feels, is a little bit more light and breezy. You know, it's not super encumbered. However, if we give them, I'm thinking upright bass could be fantastic here. If we give them upright bass, that could really fill out the low end in a way that feels magical. I think we need to try it. I think we need to try a little bit of a bass line here. So let's bust out, yeah, I'm thinking let's try upright bass first. And kind of see where we're at after that, you know? Oh, man. This is turning out magically. Okay. Boy, I feel like, man, this was such gold to dive into for our first track today. I told you guys we're singles hunting today, and I think we may have found something here. We just got to flesh it out. Let's see. B minor, but what did we pitch it to? -2, so B minor. We're in A minor. Okay. What notes are in A minor? A minor scale. Let's see it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It is basically C major. Okay. That's easy. That's super easy. All right. We're just playing in C major, essentially. You know, it's interesting. For every minor scale, there is a relative major that contains all of the same notes. Something to kind of keep in mind. I don't know if you've got a song that's in a major scale, you're trying to sample something that happens to be in a minor scale. Well, I think a good place to start is to look up what is the relative major of the minor scale of your sample, you know. Word to the wise. I don't know. Some feedback, you know, some little tips and tricks here, you know. All right. Let's see what we're doing here. Okay, and I think we're gonna compress this a little bit, kind of for two reasons. Because first of all, we want to like gain stage it up. We need to add volume, but I also want this to feel a little bit more full, just by kind of squeezing the dynamics a little bit. So we're gonna kill two birds with one stone using our LA2A compressor. We're gonna bring it up in volume, but we're also gonna kind of squeeze it a little bit. So let's bring it up in volume. It's squeezed a little bit, you can see on that needle. Let's squeeze a little bit more. Okay. I think this will be good. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I think we got something really good there. Something that's just kind of filling out that low end. Yeah, that is kind of giving us some richness. Now that I hear this, I'm like, yeah, maybe we don't need to keep it so empty in that low end. This is, yeah, beautiful. Now, we could cut the bass there. That might be the vibe. And then maybe we bring in the bass on the B side of the verse section and continue it on in the hook. Okay. Yeah. Ah, beautiful. Oh, I'm enjoying this one. Now, I think we want to, like, really fill this out with a lot of rich detailing, you know? We could get a guitar in here. Yeah, let's get a guitar in here. I think we want to go for modern jazz. Yeah. We had like almost some stuff back there that was working pretty nicely. Speaking of guitars, I know this is your beat making stream, but could you explain the rules for me on the guitar contest? Oh, dude, I'm glad you asked. So yeah, first of all, a great suggestion the other day. you were talking about maybe doing another instrument battle, perhaps a guitar battle. I was like, man, I looked back and I realized we haven't done a guitar battle. So first of all, thank you for suggesting that. But yes, the rules of the guitar battle, and for anybody curious, we're doing a beat battle in my Discord right now. If you're trying to join the Discord, you can click on my Twitch channel and join from there. But yeah, basically, I'm asking you guys to submit a beat which features guitar. It could be any genre. It could be like anything, really. And really, it's just the best guitar work wins, you know? Yeah, and he says, does it have to be a song where the guitar is all the way through the song, or can it be, like, a portion of a song? Yeah, there's no hard rules for, like, it doesn't have to be throughout the entire song. It doesn't have to be just guitar. Basically use guitar as you would normally, just in a song, and whoever comes through with the coolest use of guitar is gonna win. You know, the best guitar work is ultimately gonna win. So, so yeah, you can submit whichever song you think might hold the most weight in a battle of the guitars. You know. But yeah, it doesn't have to be through the whole song. In fact, I think that if you just have 8 bars that are incredibly clever, you could win it. You know, it's just whoever comes through with the coolest use of guitar is gonna be taking the crown in that one. So that's gonna be a lot of fun, man. And God, I can't wait. I think that's going to be so much fun. I like doing these instrument battles because I feel like it kind of causes people to kind of go out of their way and really master instruments, you know, maybe utilize instruments more so than they would otherwise. That's going to be super fun. We've done in the past Battle of the Saxophone, Battle of the Trombone. We've done the dueling pianos battle for I think we've done that 3 times. And so yeah, I'm just excited to see what Battle of the Guitars is going to bring. First Sunday of each month, right? Yes, absolutely. So this one is going to be happening on June 1st. You have until then to get a submission in. I believe we close submissions an hour before the start of stream on competition day. So I always just recommend getting your submission in as early as you can, or as early as you feel ready, you know? And yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait. That's going to be so much fun. Let's see where we're at here, but damn, I'm excited to hear what you cook up, man. See what we had here. I feel like we could do this better. Let's actually, because I want to kind of do counterpoint here in this section. But yeah, speaking of guitars, right? Maybe something like this. And I think we want to get like some nice glossy reverb on this. God, I'm not going to lie. I would totally lose my own competition. Like, I'm not that crazy on guitar. And you know what's so silly is I do have a guitar sitting right outside my studio. I just never use it. And really, I think part of it is just that I need to restring my guitar. So badly. And it's also just been years since I've really was actively playing guitar. It might be time to bust it out and actually put this little Focusrite to use, you know? But yeah, I've got a really interesting guitar, by the way. I've got a Dan Electro guitar, which the cool thing about Dan Electros is really the pickups. There's a couple cool things about Dan Electro guitars. They're a really old brand of guitar. They actually used to be sold at Sears. I don't know if you're familiar with the store Sears. They used to be sold at Sears like in the 60s as beginner guitars, like first act guitars. But people found that they really, really enjoyed these Dan Electro guitars, like even like pretty established guitar players. And it's for a couple of reasons. First of all, the guitar is incredibly light. It's like less than like 7 pounds, so it's a very light guitar. But on top of that, the pickups are really, really interesting on these guitars. The pickups, the metal pickups, the tubes that are underneath the strings that get the sound and put it through the amplifier. They're made from metal lipstick casings. Sorry, I can speak. They're literally made from metal lipstick casings that were cut in half and soldered together, which kind of gives it this interesting sort of sound about it, Literally, I think this guitar company made a deal with like a lipstick company with one of their manufacturers to basically use these lipstick tubes and kind of like cut them in half and solder them together to use them as guitar pickups, which I just think is really cool. So anyways, they're really interesting guitars. They were meant to be like beginner guitars, sold pretty cheaply at Sears. But since then, because this was like back in the 60s, since then they've been discontinued. And nowadays these guitars like go for like thousands of dollars because they're kind of these vintage rare finds. My dad actually won one of these in one of the like 25-year it was like a limited edition. They manufactured a handful more, and my dad actually won a raffle contest. Or I think his friend won a raffle contest and was like, I don't have any use for this guitar, do you want it? My dad was like, sure. And then he found out after the fact, like, oh shit, this guitar is worth like thousands of dollars. So anyways, that's about my guitar that I never use that I need to start using again. Cool stuff. Anyways, let's get cracking on some reverb. I think we're going to pull out Guitar Rig 6 MFX and get a nice vintage verb out. Let's see, air verb. Yes, this is really what I was going for. That was beautiful. Let's take this. And what's difficult though is it's like around the range of that vocal, right? So I think we want to kind of move that out of the way. And I see that this vocal is like a little bit more in the right ear. It's leaning ever so slightly right, but it is mostly center. Let's maybe take this and scoot it off to the left. Or maybe this actually feels better in the right ear. Let's get some compression on here. vocal a little bit to the left. Maybe we want to get rid of this first note. I'm just curious how that'll sound. Yeah. This is cool. Okay. Man. We might even shift the placement of these guys. I think, yeah, maybe if we just bring these guys like over here a little bit. That feels way better, like counterpoint. I want to get like a nice saxophone in this section. Not sure about this section yet. I might come in with like a little bit of a piano solo or something. Let's go ahead and bring over this over here, and we might even kind of like interrupt the drum pattern a little bit. Or we could leave them hanging there for a little bit more. Come in over there. Yeah. There we go. And we want... Yeah, okay, cool. That note's ringing out. All right, now let's go hunting for like a little saxophone or something in here. Let's see. All right. Oh, and I see we got lots of new trumpet stuff. I had a lot of new sax stuff if I can go find it. Yeah, up here. Okay. Like, what is this? This could be good. What else we got? It's a little bit too bluesy for this song. That's a beautiful little stack. Mindfulness. This kind of gives me ideas. Really need to bring this down. So we would want to change this. I'm not liking how it resolves downwards, you know? I'd rather have it resolve up high. Bum, bum. Maybe if we like... Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe. This might sound a little bit better once we get a little bit of reverb on here. See, that sounds just too, like... Bum, 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 bum. Maybe that does need to be a response. Bum. Now, I'm curious, what if we changed the warping on all of this from Complex to Complex Pro? Might kind of change how weird that sounds in that transition, right? Almost. You know, we kind of get some artifacts in there. Dope. I don't know, it's sounding a little bit funky. I'm not quite sure if we're really hitting it how we want to here, you know? We might... Did we have this slightly different? It's quite loud there. We'll worry about the mixing later, you know? Right now, we're just trying to get the track down. Let's not throw this track away, but let's set it aside for now. And let's return to our original idea. Rather than a saxophone stack, let's get a saxophone melody in here. And I think this was sounding interesting, was it? Or no, it was... We could play around with this guy. Complex. Let's bring this down in volume. It's very loud. Almost. There's a few notes in here that don't quite vibe. And also, timing-wise, this might sound better if we do this slightly, like, differently. So yeah, there's definitely some notes in here that need to change. Like this last note needs to change, and there was something in the walk up over here. Oh, there we go. Okay, and I've got an idea for this last note as well. I'm thinking we're going to slap a delay on here. We're just flying through this beat. Hey, what's up, Signature? How you doing, dude? Thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, man. How's your day going, dude? I'm going to, like, just delay this out and try to do this weird pitch bend thing that you guys have probably heard me do before. Ooh, yeah. Come on, that's kind of cool. Oh, let's get some vocal pop-haul in here. You guys know it. Really set this down. There we go. Oh, dude. Oh man, that makes me happy. Oh man, but yeah, Signature says awesome, thanks, just finished album artwork. Oh, that's sick, dude. Are you dropping an album? That's always exciting stuff, man. I feel like album artwork is something that I used to really dread. Nowadays, I think it's actually a lot of fun. You know, it's an extra layer of self-expression, right? I don't know, kind of an excuse to go, you know, dive into visual art, you know, rather than just audio art, you know. But that's dope, man. That's dope. Let's see. Still not happy with how this guitar is baked in here. We might, I'm just curious, what if we EQ maybe before the compressor? What if we cut out just that first resonant? I think it was like right around here. Okay, so it's like right there. Maybe, but you know, maybe instead of this LA2A compressor, what if we got some OTT on here to really make that super intense and heard? Let's turn off the LA2A. Woo! Yes, that worked. Cutting out the first resonant and then slamming it through some OTT. I mean, that'll solve your dynamic problems. Oh, that's working pretty well. But yeah, Signature says, yes, mate. We'll let you know when dropping. Oh, please do. I'd be really curious to hear what you're up to, man. That's awesome, dude. Well, congratulations on the album, by the way. I feel like that's a huge accomplishment. You know, it takes a lot to make an album. Woo. Beautiful stuff. I'm not sure where we're going to want to go after that, but I do know we're going to want to drop out the bass and continue on with these piano. This is like so Nujabes-esque. This is very Nujabes coded. Love it. Absolutely love it. What else can we do with this? We still need to figure out what we're doing for this section here. But let's bring this back. kind of thinking maybe some flute kind of stuff over here. And we might want some counterpoint in here. Oh, or we could do like some piano stuff. And we could lay that down ourselves. Let me just search real quick, see if I can search for flute. See, none of this is flute though, it's just in a folder that has flute in the title. That always bugs me about Ableton's search functionality. Now, is there a way to, I mean, I doubt that it would be able to tell. Woodwind? Yeah, figure as much. What do we want, though? There we go. This is from the PG kit. Oh, I like how that pairs up with that glockenspiel. That's kind of nice. We can mess with this a little bit. Ooh, and then we could chop this to kind of like, kind of serve whatever purpose we want. We could do our original plan of some piano soloing in here. Maybe kind of serving as counterpoint, you know? That could be kind of cool. Let's also bring down the gain. This is so loud. But yeah, Signature, yeah, saying thank you, much appreciated. Congrats to you on yours too. Sounds great. Thank you so much, man. Hell yeah. Look at us. We're just a couple of talented fellas, man. Doing good music. Gosh, there's nothing that makes me more happier than just like putting together music and putting it out, you know? Oh. That's so cool. I like that. But bum 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 bum. Let's have that resolve downwards. Let's like yeah, okay. idea for over here. We could have this bump, bump, bump. Maybe we bump. I don't know. It sounds kind of janky. Maybe we... Oh, you know what? We could do kind of what we did for this guy up here. What we were experimenting with was kind of just changing how it's warped to Complex Pro. Sometimes that just changes those transitions a little bit differently. Oh, no, that's bad. Never mind. Now, we might be able to get this to flow together kind of a little bit more nicely if we were to. That feels better. You see, we just kind of did a little bit of that crossfade. Bum, bum, bum. And we might even change some of the rhythms of this. Oh yeah, so I've got kind of an idea here. What if instead we had this guy like over here and we kind of did something like this. Bum. Yeah, and we instead have this guy come in over here. See, and it's like, maybe, like, we could go either way, but I'm kind of vibing with this a little bit more. It's just... And we now have a lot of room as well in between these for nice counterpoint kind of ideas. Yeah, and I think we're going to go ahead and get rid of this guy because I don't think we're going to use that. Yeah, wasn't a huge fan of that, so we're just going to drop that. Okay. And let's see. Oh, man, do I have decent sampler working today? At last stream, it wasn't working for some reason. Let's see if it's fixed now. Browse presets. What do I have on here? Ah, you see, it's going to make me download some of these. Wow, they got a tenor sax? They've updated a lot here. I need See, I just don't have, I don't think I have the library here. What? Bro. That bugs me because there's a really good upright piano here. I might actually have to, oops. No. Yeah, so it's this reel-to-reel piano, I think. Let me see. And I believe it's free, is it? Yeah, free. Get. And hopefully that'll just... Or no, this isn't even the piano I was thinking. This is different. But this is kind of cool. Oh man, that's awesome. This actually could be the sound selection. Okay. It's not quite bright enough to really cut through, though. So we might see if we can go find that other piano. What am I looking for? I think it is the basic piano. So yeah, I'm looking right here, and I think it might be this basic piano. Let's get that. Yeah. This is the piano I was thinking of. And what I really love to do with this guy is I slam him through some OTT. And it sounds really cool. Might need to take down some of that upward. Let's just... Yeah, something like this. This did not feel very cash money. Let's bring those down. Let's bring this guy forward a bit. There we go. And then I think I want to do a different walk down over here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, man. Just fade here. Oh my god, guys, that is beautiful. I think we did it. We made a beat, guys. Oh man, that is awesome. That is a very, very beautiful, like I would say even super spot on, like kind of Nujabes kind of track, you know? This sounds incredibly Nujabes-esque. This makes me want to go listen to some Nujabes, honestly. Let's hear it back. Yo, what's up, Aiden? How you doing, dude? Oh. I think we need to save this one. Song 975. There we go. Wow. Man, that is just amazing. Oh man, I don't know what it is about like Nujabes kind of type beats. I've been making so many of them, but I really like it. Yeah. Aiden says Animal Crossing pawn shop type beat. Kind of, man. Kind of. It's kind of got that vibe. I feel you. Oh man, so let's dive into another one as soon as this one finishes loading. I think while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna get a little bit of coffee and yeah, let me throw on some stepping away music. I'll play Not All Heroes Wear Capes. Some nice bossa nova vibes for you guys. I'm gonna be 2 seconds. I'm just gonna go heat up some coffee, so I will be right back. Perfect waiting music? Hell yeah. Yeah, man. This is off my new album. This is Not All Heroes Wear Capes. The low-key plan. So, yeah. I don't know. I like this. I think I might need to make like a stream starting soon page and just intro you guys on this every Saturday morning, you know? Could go hard. Oh, man. I really like Bossa Nova. Of course, I had to throw in a Bossa Nova track in my album. But yeah. By the way, I got a new audio interface, Scarlett Gen Solo 3. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Is that like the generation 3 of this guy? This is a Focusrite. Technically, this is an iTrack Solo. But it's pretty much the same thing as the 2i2. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that's just like essential for bedroom production. I feel like these things get made fun of so much just because they're like your most basic audio interface, but they are damn handy, man. They are so good. Like I don't know. Of course it's not like, of course there's like a billion audio interfaces that are much better, but for the price, like, oh my God, does this get the job done? You know, fuck it. It's really good. I like it. I don't know. I've had this thing for many years. I'm curious what the quality is like on the Gen 3. I imagine that these are getting better and better, you know? All right, cool. Looks like we have our set saved. Let's hit a new live set. And let's just dive into something brand new here, guys. We got a blank Ableton Live project. Let's see what we can make of it. But yeah, he says it was definitely an upgrade from Behringer, which was more expensive, by the way. Oh, really? Interesting. Well, Behringer, yeah, I guess I don't really know too much about Behringer products, other than I know that they are, most of them are clones of other products. At least that's what am I thinking of the right company? Behringer? Like the people that made Cork Sniffer, which was a highly controversial pedal. Or it was an ADSR. That's what it was. I don't know. That's all I know about Behringer, really, is they got in a lot of trouble from making the Cork Sniffer. I feel like I should sue Behringer for selling me such a shitty product for such a huge price. You should. No, I don't know. That's funny, man. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's go digging through samples first, you know? Let's see. What kind of stuff do we got here? Ooh, interesting. Bruh, play. Oh. That could be good. Yeah, what's up? Made in Wyoming Beats, how you doing, man? He says, my first interface was from Behringer. Yeah. I can't speak to them. I've never used a Behringer interface. But yeah, what did you think of it? I'm curious, because Aiden says he wasn't impressed. I like this progression. It's very simple, but that was going somewhere interesting. Ooh, this is cool. Wait, holy shit. Let's, raw. There we go. Oh. Guys, I think we just found our sample. Oh, I want to chop this. But yeah, Main Wyoming Beat says, I liked it. I liked, but I switched to the Scarlet and never looked back. That's fair. That's fair. Hayden says, I was planning on torching it, but it turns out that doing that in a public place might be kind of illegal. Yeah, don't be starting fires, man. Says it's actually so garbage. Wow. I feel like my stream has officially become the Behringer Interface Hate Club. Let's go. No. No, I don't know much about those interfaces, but if it's worse than the Scarlet, then it's kind of funny because I feel like people talk about these things, you know, as like the bare minimum, you know, like, oh, you could only improve from this. So if it's worse than this, then wow, it must be really bad, you know. But then again, I feel like these things get a lot of flack for like no reason. Like, quite honestly, I feel like people complain about these Scarlets, you know, but like they're like $100. They're like $100, $200. If for an interface that is $100 or $200, I'm impressed. I think these things are pretty goddamn nifty, you know. I don't know. That's just my thought on it, but you know, I see Aiden saying, you know, about the Behringer. He says it has the worst noise floor. It freezes the moment you start putting some detail into your projects, and then you have to unplug and plug it back in. Ooh, that's really annoying. Most of the time, doing it makes Ableton crash. Ooh, that sucks. He says, stay away from Behringer at all costs. Yeah, there's a lot of other reasons why you might want to stay away from Behringer as well. They always are getting bad PR because their owner is an idiot and says, like, I don't know. He got in trouble for putting out a somewhat racist ADSR unit called the Cork Sniffer, and people were not vibing with it. You can go look up articles about it, but it's, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Behringer. Not sure about that company, you know. Anyways. So I think we found our sample. That's just beautiful. Now let's get in on some drums and stuff. Oh, maybe this one we do with straight eighth notes, right? And I want to incorporate this this one right here. Okay. That's going to sound like garbage, but we're going to work with it. Like, it's fine. Whatever. See, we were, like, missing some in here because I was, like, barely tapping this. But over here down at the end, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, so really we just need, like, this much. Let's throw this back here. And let's actually play around with this. Start playing with these velocities a little bit. And I really just want these on the downbeat to be super even or on point. this guy could be pulled back a little bit. You see, we're kind of leaning on the back here, I think. Yeah, trying to lean on the back a little bit. And it's not super even throughout. You see, well, these guys are actually quite spot on. We might even, like, pull those back a little bit. Okay. See, we're getting places. All right. Not bad. Okay, let's give ourselves a running head start. Little 8 bars of this. Okay, it's like 145.5. Let's call it 146. Okay. Well, there were a few in there that I liked. Oh, let's pull this out. Okay, let's say that this is our guy that we're trying to clean up. Let's get that kick in. Get that a little tighter. Want that guy to be... maybe not super loud. We're gonna have to do something about the gain staging of this, of course. Now let's change the BPM of this. Okay, just kind of changing the gain staging a little bit. Let's see how this sounds if we cut off the highs. Haven't really made a decision yet, but let's go back to our sample. Let's see what we got going on here. we could either play this. Maybe find like a golden like 8 bars. Well, all of these are pretty much the same, but with a little bit of variation on the ends there. Not a huge fan of those guys. Let's keep it over here. What do you guys think? Maybe sub bass, or I'm thinking, like just bass guitar could be cool. that's starting to sound funky and cool. Okay. Dude, this will sound cool. Let's duplicate out our drums. Oh, and I also kind of had a cool idea for how we might process these. Maybe before we do this sidechain, let's do a little bit of processing. I want to get a little bit of a compression on these. Bust out that 1176. Also kind of gives me an idea for this guy. Dude, these drums are sounding fucking banger with that compression on. I'm trying to do some compression to these chords as well. I think I've just slammed it, which is kind of the idea. Maybe rather than the 1176 on the Rhodes, let's bust out the LA2A and just squeeze it a little bit. Ooh. That's funny, like right away, what's kind of cool about this is it gives it about 3 decibels of gain, and with the peak reduction set to where it's at, it's also reducing the gain by about 3 decibels from the ceiling. So honestly, this is a pretty good compression right out the gate that we're getting on these keys. Kind of eliminating loudness bias because it's reducing about as much as it's gaining. But it just feels a little bit more full this way, you know? I like it. Although now with this fullness, we might step it back like a little bit. Hell yeah, signature. Good choice. Thank you. Yeah. This is sounding very vibrant now, man. I'm liking this. Now, you see, we've got a really strong foundation here. Let's make it even more immaculate before we move on, you know? Starting strong, right? That's the idea. Let's duplicate out our drums here. Let's mute that. We don't want to hear it. We're going to set up our sidechain signal. Do we want that? We might want that snare in the sidechain signal. Let's get rid of everything else, though. Also, we don't want all this air. That's literally what we're looking for. So now that we got that, we could get our glue compressor. Let's try this on the bass first. Sidechain signal. I think we're gonna go like no attack and a little bit of release, high ratio. Oh wait, what am I doing? I need to pull back this threshold. There we go. Not quite getting enough of that low end on the kick here. That's coming through a little bit better. I boosted that quite a bit right there, but can't deny it feels a little bit better this way. Now what if we took these guys, we also applied it to the keys? Let's try. Yeah, no snare in that sidechain signal. Okay. Let's get rid of this stuff over here. We don't need it. Let's reach for maybe X-Band. Go grab some random sounds in X-Band. trying to get a little bit of extra detailing in here. Compress this guy as well. We actually did some micro shift on this sample material. I don't know, putting it wide like that maybe is not the right choice. I kind of like it being a little bit more condensed down and more concentrated. In fact, trying the opposite of that, I'm just curious how this might feel in mono. It's definitely a different vibe. Now let's not mess with it. Goodness. This is kind of a goofy beat, but it's pretty cool. I like it. Maybe. Yes. Yeah, I want to like automate some stuff like that. So let's try. Gosh, I'm going to have to unplug my MIDI controller because for some reason it won't let me unarm when I have my complete control plugged in. I don't know why. I hate that auto arm feature. If you can call it a feature. All right, let's record. Let's try that again. That's really cool. God, I love Echo Boy. It's really cool how you can change the echo in the left ear versus the right ear. When you automate stuff like that, it just creates this really cool nuance that I just can't get enough of. I love it. We might squeeze the dynamics of this a little bit. It's going to be a very compressed sort of track. A little bit more normalized. Like, I like the dynamic sweep, it's just a little extreme, you know? Bring this down a little bit. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I gotta plug back in my... this guy. There we go. this is sounding really cool. Yeah, there we go. We have that kind of trade-off. What do we want to do here? Ooh, and I kind of liked having that note on the downbeat. That's it right there. That's a great one. Okay. Oh my gosh, yes. I don't know. We're just throwing shit in here, man. Ooh. Sharp minor, and we're trying to go for 1, 2, 3. I think we're in A minor. So let's complex and shift this up. 3. Kind of using this a little bit more sparsely the second time we come around to the hook. Man, I'm just locked in on this one. I know, I'm like really heads down on this, but now that's funked up. Hell yeah, signature. Dude, I love that. And you know, I might even take this little stab here. Make sure that that comes in on this guy. So happy. Good God. That is such a crazy bendy effect. But let's like maybe... See, I'm not quite sure where I want to go with that, but... we gotta like sweep them back up into all of this. Oops. Shimon. Let's get all of that copied over here. There we go. Save it. You're right. Absolutely. Song 976. Yeah. I know. Good call, man. Woo! I love how that bendy effect on the Echo Boy sounds like coming out of that. That's just wild. All right, let's see what we're doing. Let's kind of step back, listen to this, see where we're at. If we could get like a really sassy sort of like saxophone for the bridge section, or like maybe a trumpet, that could be cool. I don't know. And I'm kind of thinking, what if we, okay, so much more satisfying way of dropping that in. Okay. Nah, maybe we just like that out of the way for that. All right. There's a little bit of bleeding here. Might not matter too much, but this could be cool. Let's just see what we're doing with this. Complex. We're in D minor. We need to get to A minor. D minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or up 7. Let's try. It's such a stretch. I don't know. Boy. It's not perfect, but you know, it's not gonna be perfect. That's fine. I really like the sound of this stack though. I just like how cheerful this is. Okay, I feel like we need to start setting up intro. Let's give ourselves plenty of room. We might not use all that room, but we'll give it to ourselves anyways. Let's see. Kind of thinking it like right here in the intro, maybe we slip in like kind of some crowd noises. And we might even have a little bit of a main like road melody going on there, even though we already have a road melody, but it could be something extra, something kind of cool. Let's see, ambient sounds. I don't know what any of these are because they're not titled. Okay, maybe. Stuff like this. This is really what I was kind of looking for. Let's unwarp it though. Yes, that's perfect because then we can just kind of fade like that. Here we go. Woo! Yes! Move this over to the right here. That little bloop stuff. Yeah. I mean, we'll play around with the positioning of this when it comes to mix, right? Oh, this makes me so happy. Thank you, signature. Oh man, and I was thinking of having like this fade out, but I kind of like it just like ending like that, and then we hear this like pitch bend kind of stuff going. That might be the way to end it. Yeah, we just call that a beat. Damn. Guys, I think we did it. Oh, man, we made another one. That one is like such a danceable bop. Like, that's just... I love the energy of this track. It's just irresistible. Let's save it and let's hear it back, you know? Oh. God damn. I think we did it, guys. That is such a good beat. Oh, that is going to be stuck in my head for like the next forever. That is awesome. All right. So I think that's probably a good place to call it today. Damn. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Once again, the Low Key Plan is out now, my new album. Go check it out if you're interested. You know, if you're trying to find the music, this is a good place to start. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was a really fun Saturday stream. And yeah, I think I will catch you guys next time. Let's do it again next Saturday. So yeah, I will catch you guys later. Thanks for chilling, and peace out, guys. Later.